Welcome to Kitten's Recordings, and today I'm going to show you a Minecraft tutorial video on how to make yourself a mob farm with a spawner. And I'll just start off by showing you how it works and spawn a few skeletons. This also works with zombies, so yeah. And they spawn from the spawner and fall down that hole and go down through there and start heading up towards the top. Stay with the top one. And this is exactly 22 blocks up and a 22 block fall. So, yeah. And then they go across around. And the only reason I burn because it's daytime. And yeah. So. And then they fall down. And then like a fourth of the time they die. But all of these are gonna die just because of the daytime. So, yeah. But they're normally just a 1-punch hit, or at max a 2-hit punch. And so yeah, I'll get started on this tutorial. Okay, so I went ahead and started, and you want to, wherever your skeleton spawner is, just assume that's the stone block. And actually, if you have a command block, if you want to use this command to place it down, if you're going to just do this in creative or something, then just put that and then put a lever on it and flip it, and then boom, it's there. And so you want to be 2 up from the skeleton spawner and then have a hole, and then go out 5 blocks in each direction, and then you're going to fill in that platform as a square, and then those are going to be the wall. The 5th block is going to be the walls. And from the hole you want to go down 4 blocks and have the fourth block be the floor, and then just build out until the water stops flowing. And I went ahead and added some details, and you make this outer thing that comes out from under it, you make it 3 blocks high, so that way, or not including the hole, 3 blocks high for the skeleton to be able to move around safely without suffocating or anything, and then 11 blocks wide this way. And on the inside, or well, right now, just take a water bucket, place it right there, and then it'll flow, and then this will be a wall. So, yeah. And then you'll take 4 water buckets, 1 for each corner, and then it should do that, which will darken it quite a bit. And I went ahead and made myself a little room up above. If you're gonna have glass there, though, it's gonna have to be completely dark in this room, so that way they'll spawn. And if not, you can just have it be stone, completely light this up, and then you won't be able to see anything under, but it doesn't really matter. So, and then you take this up some, and you place an empty sign, or place a block there. So the last block should be, there should be that. Then place a sign there, and there, and then a water bucket right there. So it should look like that, but it won't hurt anything, but it'll do the same. And then also place a bucket right above that water one, and then sign, bucket, and then eventually it'll go up from there. Okay, so first find out where you're going to have the skeletons drop, and I'm just going to have them drop in this room I made above. And you're going to want to have whatever block they're going to land on. You're going to count up, starting with this one, 1 all the way up to 22, and this should be the 22nd block. And then you go up 3 or 4, and then have a roof. And then they would fall off into that hole. Okay, so from there you would just build your walls around everything, and this part is the part where you have that hole that's exactly 22 blocks down, and you build the walls around it and have it go to this part where you have the skeletons fall down come up, and you would have water in each of those spots, and then a wall here. So, and I went ahead and filled up those with water and made that wall there. And so at the very top of this where they come up, you need to have it go one more block than what was level with that where they fall, so that way you can have it go however far out you need. And yeah, so if you place the water block there and it goes there, and for me it's just like 3 blocks, and then I go down a block so that way it can reach to here, because normally it would just reach to there or something if I had just kept it out. And then it needs to be exactly like this so that they fall down without any water here. And I'll go ahead and block up this hole over here at the top. And it's preferable actually to have 3 blocks all the way, which I messed that up there. And there. So there's always 3 blocks. And don't forget that it has to be completely, or needs to be completely dark in here, as much as can be. And so they fall down here exactly 22 blocks. And I went ahead and took out the glass and lit up the room. And they would fall right down there. And about 3 out of 5 of them live. So 2 out of 5 of them die every time. So it's pretty good. You can just AFK there for a while. But you can AFK here for a while and get a bunch of mob spawns, and then after like 5 minutes you have 50 skeletons to kill or whatever, and they're all one max of 2 punches. But sorry for any breaks, I just have to pause it every now and then. And anyhow, it's like maximum of 2 punches for skeletons, and I'll just show you 5 skeletons here. And the only reason you don't see the spawning these skeletons is because this world has mob spawns turned off. So yeah, and yeah, they'll fall down the hole and go all the way through there. And I'll just go in this room here, and we'll watch them fall. And the normal rate is about 3 of them live and 2 of them die, from what I can tell from my experiences. So just wait for them to fall. And there's the 2 died, and there's that one that lived. Another that lived, and the other one actually died this time. Normally it's just 2 that live. 2 that died. But anyhow, that's 1 punch, and that's 1 punch. So yeah, it's pretty good as far as I'm concerned. For resource wise, it's pretty easy to make, and it makes generates quite a bit of skeletons because you stay in the same chunk as the mob spawners. So spawns a lot of mobs for you. Anyhow, that's how to make skeleton mob spawner XP farm, and see you next time on our next tutorial.